Alright guys, we're doing just a little bit of an update video because we haven't done one in a while. So a few things have actually just kind of started and kind of started today. So today is, I don't even know what day today is. Today is the 15th of May. And you guys are seeing this a couple days later, of course, because scheduled videos, etc., etc. Mary and I have or will be starting a new eating regime, a eating plan, I guess. For those that remember last year, I was tracking, my eating stuff. I was doing really good till about summer hit, and then it all went off the rails. For some reason, I don't know why. I think it was just mental health and physical health and all this kind of stuff. So we've decided to do something different because I need to start shedding some weight. And I need to start, not saying that I need to start shedding it fast, but I need to shed it in a healthy way to kind of get to where I want to. And I need to figure out how that's going to kickstart. So we are going to be starting to do what I did a couple years ago, and I want to say probably close to 10 years ago, where I lost the biggest amount of weight that I ever lost. And we're going to go back to that. And that really is really limiting carbs, pretty much cutting out any sugars that aren't like natural sugars, watching the foods even that have a lot of natural sugars, and kind of sticking with that. Now, on top of that, we're going to, again, because I want it, and this may not be a long-term thing, but it'd be, again, a kickstart, is really getting into something that they call, it's intermittent fasting. You probably have all heard it. So we're trying that, but we're doing it where it's intermittent fasting and you do it every second day. So basically every second day you eat. So because you only eat at dinner and then you sleep and then don't eat, you can drink coffee and have water and stuff like that. And then sleep, you are pretty much not eating for about 36 hours. And supposedly there's a bunch of health benefits, et cetera, et cetera. Now I'm going to try it, and if it all doesn't seem to be doing anything or make me feel better, then I won't do it any longer. But I do know that the carb reduction, because I've always had problems with grains, and even right now I'm having issues with a flare-up, I always call them, where I get swelling, and the swelling can happen pretty much anywhere from my foot to my knees to my ankles to my elbows to whatever. And my vacuum is going to go off. So hold on a second. I gotta make it stop doing that scheduled vacuum cleaning. All right. So because of that, they say that weight increase can be a real big issue with that. So weight decrease can really help a lot. So that's why I'm trying to push myself into this. And if I can do this now throughout the summer, which probably is one of the harder times to stay eating properly, but it can also be, in my opinion, probably one of the easier times because you're probably at the most active, right? So because you're active, you're not really thinking about it that much. It's those days where you're just sitting at home being like, I'm bored, because we all eat because we're bored. Yeah? Yeah. So that's some health things coming up. Now, on top of that, when you guys see this, my hope is that I'll be back already, but I'm going on a 2, maybe 3 day little adventure. I call it adventure because I'm buying a new car. Not a new car, a new to me car, because we found out, or figured that with Harley now graduating this summer from high school, she's getting a job for the summer. She'll need a car to go to school and all that for university and stuff like that. It's a car for getting her to work, etc., etc. We're gonna give her our Sonata, my Sonata, because she likes that car, and it was something recent, and she's kind of learned to drive with that, and et cetera, and she likes it. Anyways, we're going to give her that, and I'm getting something new. But the prices of cars in Nova Scotia are absolutely ridiculous. They're so expensive that it's well worth the price for me to hop on a train, which is what I'm doing, hopping on a train and going somewhere else to buy one and drive it back. Now, the hope again is that I can possibly do it in 2 days because I found a car that I want. It's in Quebec City, so at a dealership. So I'm driving. Nope. I'm taking the train. I'm taking the train to Quebec City, and that is 19 hours on the train. So it leaves at like 1 in the afternoon on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday for me, last Wednesday for you watching this. 19 hours. It arrives at like 6:30 in the morning in Quebec City the following day. So that's exciting. I've literally got myself set up so that I have a whole bunch of videos to edit, at least the first parts of them. I will also film some of the review portion while I'm in the car, because a lot of those products that I wanted to test are ones that would be kind of cool to bring with me in the car to use. So I think that's kind of cool as well. Plus, some other kind of neat things. One of the products I just bought, actually, I'm going to try to install it in the car before I start heading home. Yeah, a car stereo, because the car that we're buying has an old car stereo and it doesn't have Bluetooth or anything in it. So I'm going to see if I can install it. And based on everything that I've read and seen, I should be able to do it fairly quickly, 10 to 15 minutes, if all goes well. If not, I'll just put the old deck in and I'll figure it out when I get home. Also, on the way back, I'm going to try to stop in at a friend of mine's that I haven't seen in, oh my gosh, 20 years. 20 years. He lives in an area of New Brunswick, so I'm doing a little bit. Again, it all depends on how my foot is feeling, because it is in swell mode right now. So if, currently I'm taking my naproxen, which is an anti-inflammatory. I'm eating foods that are anti-inflammatory or have a lot of anti-inflammation things to them. Whatever, I don't know. And I'm hoping I've got today, tomorrow, and basically Wednesday to get myself so that my ankle is at least comfortable enough so that I can walk on it, because right now it's a little sore. And the hope is it's not going to get worse, but get better. Anyways, he lives in New Brunswick, and I will have to take a bit of a detour. It's about an 1.5 to 2 hour detour, where I kind of come down and come back up, and then have to come back and come back. But that'll cut my one day drive, which could be about 10 hours, into 2 days, because I can stay there and catch up and then continue. So it seems like it could be pretty fun-filled 3 days, or it could be 3 days where I decided I never want to take a train again, because I didn't get a sleeper car or anything like that. I got the cheapest seat I could get from Halifax to Quebec City. I was going to get a flight, but unless you are getting a flight like a month out, if I got a flight a month out, it was $49 to Quebec City. If I went to get one a week from now, or really any time in May, it was $400 to $500. Train was $150 plus tax. So it came out to like $172 or something like that. I can't remember. Anyways, watch for those videos. Those videos will be coming up soon. They may even come out tomorrow, because if all goes well and I get back home Friday night or Thursday night or whatever it is, then I have time to work on those videos and get them out right after this one. If not, expect them in a couple days. All right, guys, there's a little catching up, and we'll see you guys when I get back. There will be videos for you, so keep watching those. I've got them scheduled. They're coming out day by day by day, so don't worry. All right, guys, I'm out. Later.